Merry Friday the 13th, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the TLBX podcast, the Lunchbox Publications official podcast, our main time podcast to feed your hunger on video games, music, movies, TV, and many other avenues of entertainment. We are here Fridays on twitch.tv/TheLunchboxPub, so be sure to follow and subscribe to us here on the channel and keep up with everything we do as a whole on our social media channels on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at TheLunchboxPub. If you missed your chance to watch live, we got you covered, as episodes are archived on Twitch as well as uploaded to our YouTube channel soon after. Let us introduce ourselves. First off, hello guys, I'm Greg M., founder, CEO, editor-in-chief of the Lunchbox Publications, and I am here with the following.
Hey guys, Matt Green, social media manager here.
I'm the stranger off the street.
Erisel here, aka the Slytherin Queen.
And it's Gaylene, aka Paranormiac here. Hello.
You see Proxy saying Millie rocks in with money. Chat. Before we go any further, we want to quickly let you all know that tomorrow night, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., we'll be hanging out with the Twitch DC community at Akiri DC. It's this awesome pizza place, and, well, not too far from the Naval Observatory. And a good amount of us will be there introducing myself. I know Erisel's going to be there. I'm going to be there with Gaylene, Matt, Julissa, and surprise guest, surprise, Denise, aka Tommy Squared. She'll be coming. She'll be coming with us, and we'll be there to answer your questions. If you guys want to take pictures with us, we love to meet our followers. We love to meet our supporters and fans. Thank you so much for the love you've given us. So if you're interested in hanging out and seeing us there, just go to Twitch DC on Twitter for a link to sign up for the event, and we hope to see you all there. So again, thank you. Let's get to the show, because a lot this week has been announced and a lot to discuss and talk about. And let's just start off with movie trailers first, guys, because yeah, I mean, Ryan Reynolds is wow, we got hit with 300 bits. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. We appreciate the love and support. Thank you, Proxy. We love you. Thank you. Wow, she just came in and gave us 300 bits. You thought I was joking? No.
I seriously love that. Proxy, Roxy.
No. We believed you.
Such
you
a
know,
great title.
We need to give her a shout out personally, because she's one of the best cosplayers I know here in the DMV area. Like, she is talented. If you guys have not seen her stuff yet, please be sure to check it out. No, don't. What's this no stuff? No, stop that. Don't say no. You're a great cosplay artist and a cosplayer yourself. So please, I'm a gremlin. Stop with the lies. Enough. Get out of here. You are fine. You're wonderful. You're great. Please check her out, guys, if you have the chance. So,
not to mention, saying you're a gremlin doesn't really help you at all, because we've got a lot of D&D players out here. We love gremlins.
True.
Close to a goblin as you'll get.
All right, so let's get started with the first trailer of the night. It's Ryan Reynolds and the upcoming 20th Century Fox movie, Free Guy. Okay, my first thought is, what?
Wow.
I mean, it looks interesting. I mean, like, so is the premise about... Well, is the premise...
That's what I would call it.
Okay, so it's about an NPC. For those who don't know what NPC means, it means non-playable character. Is it about an NPC who wants to, like, get off the norms of doing something that's built in programming and stuff, and he wants to, like, take over, like, do the actions that he wants to do?
Well, not take over, but, like, he basically gains consciousness as opposed to a lot of the other NPCs that are in the system.
You know, it's funny because people made fun of this. They said it's Grand Theft Auto Online, and I was like, oh, no.
I mean, it looks like it, for real.
Yeah, it really does, though.
Yo, you see that shop owner get thrown off, and he said, yeah, let's go, and he's a bank teller. That's great.
Yeah, played by Lil Rel.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. Lil Rel's the security guy.
The security guy. Okay. Oh, yeah, and because everyone said it's making fun of Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto. I was like, yeah, definitely Fortnite, because you see people wearing like bunny suits and
Got the
stuff.
flossing going.
Yes, I see, and
Everybody's got their like proper schedule and stuff like that.
and he, yeah, and you can see him getting his ass kicked, and all of a sudden he takes control. Like, that's scary. If I ever play a game and the NPC starts fighting back like not an NPC, like an enemy and stuff, that's messed.
This is essentially the funny version of the Matrix.
Yes. But only this time you're not what you call it? Wow, that lady is holding an M60.
Taking any pills.
Yeah, you're not doing anything drastic. And he's wearing user-generated stuff. And look, a floating health pack. And didn't he say something in the lines of, "So this is what recreational drugs feel like," right? I remember he said that in the trailer. I was like, wow.
I can totally see that.
Jeez.
Yeah, movies directed by Sean Levy, guy who's worked on Night at the Museum and Stranger Things.
Oh.
I know Taika Waititi did the movie. Laurel, obviously. Was it Jodie Corner and Joe Keery? I think his name is. I think I'm getting their names right. They're the
Jodie, you got right, and I only know her from Killing Eve. Shout out to Killing Eve, which is amazing.
Huh. Okay. So.
And then I never say the guy's name right. Is it Waitiki?
Yeah, it's.
I'm not gonna say it right. I apologize.
Is it? No. Like, I get his name. I can't say his name right either. So like the
No, there's no excuse. I should. My name is Erisel. At this point, I need to just
stop.
Learn how to say it for that specific reason.
It does look cool. I mean,
yes,
the movie
Saints Row.
itself,
That's a good comparison.
Well, yeah, the movie does look interesting, and it's kind of funny since today is also the release on Netflix, guys. If you have a Netflix account, Six Underground featuring Ryan Reynolds himself is actually live and available to stream on the Netflix streaming platform, so be sure to check that out.
Movie.
Yeah, with him
I almost watched that this morning.
Yeah, I need to watch it. It looks not bad. I definitely want to check it out.
I just started watching Critical Role again.
Like, here's my question for you guys though. Since we are very, how should I say, sensitive when it comes to video game movies, do you really think this is going to be a good one? Especially, it's not about obviously a video game franchise like Grand Theft Auto or Prince of Persia and Doom that we see in the past, obviously. Do you think this movie is going to actually be a hit or a miss?
It looks like a fun camping movie, and I would just keep it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, because Ryan Reynolds kind of brings a specific kind of crowd to begin with, and I always enjoy a lot of his movies. He's always been a specific kind of actor for me when I want a certain type of funny. So I don't see why not. I think it'll definitely be somewhat of a hit.
Okay.
Predicting definitely at least an 80 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, really? All right. That's a not bad of a bar.
For the audience, obviously not the critics. The critics can go ahead and hate it all they want.
Honestly, Proxy said, I think it's gonna depend on if it's a gimmick or like made by people who get the concept. Agreed?
Yeah, definitely.
Skybird says, I don't think it will be a flop. Yeah, because it's making fun of a particular franchise. It's not, how should I say, aiming towards like, oh, this movie's about Fortnite. Oh, this movie's about Saints Row. No, it's definitely not aiming towards that. It's one of those like, it's in the movie is inside a video game. It's just based upon like, what if an NPC character decides to break the habit and go rogue. So yeah, Wando says it definitely has a better chance since it's not adapting a video game. There you go. So
exactly. Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about crushing the story of an already existing piece.
Yes, like, I mean, it's definitely gonna be a hit. I'll definitely check it out. It does come out summer 2020. I believe it's July, either 3 or 5th. But we'll definitely take a look at it, guys, and we'll definitely have a review for it. But it's definitely it's definitely gonna be a movie. I'll definitely check it out for 2020. So be sure to check that out. The next trailer we have on the list is The Grudge. Oh man, we can't show this to you guys, cause it's the Red Band trailer, and well, Yeah, we just can't.
Why are they?
I'm
remaking
more
this?
than fine. I'm more than fine with us not watching the trailer. I would like to sleep tonight.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
Right.
it's basically The Grudge was first in a Japanese movie. Then it came here to the States back in early 2000s with Sarah Michelle Gellar, right? Wasn't
Yes,
she?
that was
Yes.
the first of that series.
So this is a brand new one. This is actually by is it who's the studio making this one? Like the guys who created the Evil Dead, excuse me, the Evil Dead, like Sam Raimi is taking over. He's producing it. So I'm like,
Oh, it's Ghost House.
yes. Or I thought
Ghost House
Blumhouse.
Pictures.
Oh yeah, Ghost House
Blumhouse.
Pictures or Blumhouse. I forgot. Like
Bloodhouse is someone else.
Ah,
Oh,
gotcha.
there you go.
So they're taking over. I can't get the trailer up here, but I'm gonna show the other official trailer. We folks, we just can't show you the red band because due to the fact that we have some
There's
kids.
some gross stuff
and
going on.
It's kind of heavy. Big John, you watched the trailer. What do you
I'll
think?
look at it for you. I'll look at it again.
What do you think, Big John? Like we can break it down, Big John. Like you and me. I think Matt, did you see it?
Oh yes, I had to kind of look away at a couple points.
Oh yeah.
I'm not good for.
Okay.
You got to look away.
It's kinda
I had a
hype.
friend who watched it with me, and she kept replaying all of the jump scare moments,
Wow.
thinking that it would
Right.
somehow like desensitize me. It did not.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
This is the official trailer that we're showing to you guys at home. And yes, John Cho is in the movie. He is going to be in this one.
What?
And yeah, Harold.
John
Oh,
Trump?
okay.
Harold,
okay.
Mr. Sulu,
Okay.
yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, this is
I
one
hate
haven't
horror.
seen. I guess I should look at this one. 'cause
The-
I'm gonna mute myself because I know I'll probably scream.
Look away. I mean, it's muted. It's even worse when muted because you don't even know what's going to happen next. But okay, so did anybody... R.I.P. in my sleep. Sorry, Skybird. Did anybody watch it? I mean, watch the original with either the Japanese one, and I'll mention this. Did anyone watch the U.S. one with Sarah Michelle Gellar? I know we have some horror movie fans in the company. I know we do.
I have seen clips of the series, but I've not actually actively looked at any of the movies myself.
Yeah.
If I recall and remember, Sarah Michelle Gellar's character went and lived in Japan.
Reimagining of that one.
Yeah, because went and lived in Japan, and that's when the spooky stuff started happening. This one is all
Right.
based in the United States. Like this, like here in the U.S. There's no. I mean, it's brand new. It's a retelling, obviously, but
Mhm.
it's pretty heavy. Like from
I
like
think she was like a nurse or something.
Yes.
In that one.
yes, this
if
one
I
is about
recall.
a detective, like a young detective, and she's investigating what's going on inside that house, and
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Curiosity killed the cat.
yeah. And her and her son are being haunted by these spirits and stuff, and
You literally asked for it.
Hopefully
Is it
this
over?
leads up
Is
to-
it over?
No,
It's
I'm
not
still
over.
going.
Damn
It's
it.
almost
Aw. Nope.
wow,
I
okay.
looked at the wrong moment. I looked at the wrong
I'm,
moment.
I'm not
I
for
just
it.
want them to, if they're gonna do this, they might as well keep it going until we get the Versus movie. They can remake that one too.
Yes, for those who don't know, they back in Japan, released in Japan, they have released the Ring versus the Grudge.
All they did was take the
that's
tape.
right.
They
I'm
put
sorry.
the
What?
tape- They took the tape from the Ring and played it in the Grudge house, and then the two girls just.
Stupid.
It
Yo,
was like a fight.
That,
Yeah, it-
that's just that's
was-
that's
that sounds
you
ridiculous.
know what? I'm not surprised they did that. I'm not surprised they did that.
So okay.
Stupid cash grab.
If I think about it, if I think about
It is
this,
great.
it's a. I
Don't think
mean,
too hard.
it's I'm not trying to think about it because I hate horror movies too, but it's interesting in some issues. But Big John, when we saw the Red Band trailer, you and me, like it already started building up the intensity. Like we're just describing to you guys because obviously we cannot show it here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you straight up. When I first saw that old lady in the kitchen with stuff on her face, I thought it was poop.
Yeah, no.
I was like, "What you mean,
Wow.
girl?"
Yeah, like
fair.
when I started seeing when she turned around and I saw her fingers. Yes, like the old lady what me and Big John are talking about. Her fingers were
Her in
gone.
the regular trailer too, they show her.
Yeah, her fingers were gone, and like she was cutting them
You
up
know,
on a
keep most of them details to yourself.
Yeah, you didn't have to,
like she
You
was
didn't
cutting.
have to explain all
Well,
of that.
I was explaining for the people, so hey, it's part of the job. Anyways, so she had her finger. She was chopping up her fingers on the kitchen board while her husband has been dead for like 3 weeks, and he was sitting like what in front of a TV that was crackling and stuff. Like it was bad. And the past Grudge movies, bro, Japanese. I don't know if Japan has a motion picture association rating system, but the United States remake about The Grudge, and yes, I'll admit, The Grudge 2 had PG-13 ratings. This movie has a rated R rating, so it's going all out in violence. So it does come out in theaters, guys, next month, January 3rd. So be sure to check it out if you're a horror fan. Okay, this one's for you. Now we can move on to a trailer that Erisel will definitely like. I mean, Wonder Woman. What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna say no because you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so break it down, Erisel. What do you think? I mean, wow.
So first of all, it's 1984. My parents basically raised me in the 80s, even though I was a 90s baby. They just wouldn't leave that stuff alone. So I was just excited for the music and the fashion, the horribly awesome fashion. But overall, I'm interested in the trailer. I'm interested in how they brought certain characters back. You're going to be spoiled in a second, but I won't say it until then. I was really confused by the whole scene with Kristen Wiig because I was like, wait, are they girlfriends now? But like, they're not. So that was disappointing. But overall, I'm interested. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good continuation. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with it. I wasn't too interested in the first film. I thought it was great. Overall, like just for an action superhero film. It wasn't, to me, like revolutionary or anything like that, but it was still good. Like it was a good film. And Gal Gadot is just adorable, so you know, how could you say no to that? And so like this will just be a continuation of good film. Definitely going to be entertaining, definitely going to be fun to watch, funny to watch. And I just hope that she gets the guy in the end this time and doesn't lose him. Like in the first film, because that was rude and wrong. And I mean, like, so this is one thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get on my soapbox for like 5 seconds.
Sure.
I'm all about equality. I think that it's really great that we have a female superhero the same way we have male superhero films. But one thing I'm tired of is, why do the main characters always have to have some kind of loss in their life that has to propel them forward? She did not need to lose him any more than any guy needs to lose the love of their lives. Like, it's just, it's wrong to me. Just let them love and be happy.
Oh, okay.
She was really swinging from that.
Off my soapbox. Off my soapbox now. Yo, she's all right here, like freaking George of the Jungle with that lightning. It's ridiculous.
What the hell?
I've never seen Zeus do that, but that's cool. I guess, you know, she knows what to do now these days.
I mean, you know why Zeus wasn't doing it, because he was too busy.
True. You're not wrong. He was too busy turning into bulls and swans and showers.
Yes.
So basically, what are we gonna hope to see here? Oh, obviously, seeing Kristen Wiig to play Cheetah for the first time. That's gonna be nice. I mean, we haven't seen her. I was really confused. Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen her full form.
No, not Kristen Wiig. Kristen Wiig didn't confuse me. The one who confused me was oh my gosh, why is his name escaping me? The cute guy who plays Cassian in that one film. No, he didn't. No, he didn't play Cassian in that one film. What is he playing right now? The Mandalorian.
Pedro Pascal?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, Pedro Pascal. Okay,
yeah.
Him with no hair on his face is very disturbing.
Yeah.
I was just like, who is this horrible idiot? Like, he just looks horrible. And I was like, oh wait, no. This is Pedro. What? And it's just like, he looks fantastic with facial hair. Why would you take that off?
Do you know who he's playing, by the way, Erisel? Like,
hold up, now I gotta look it up because I can't remember.
Yeah, because
I had it in my head.
I know, because also, by the way, while you're looking that up, that golden armor, seeing Diana in the golden armor for the first time.
I think it's called is it called the golden armor? Because I thought it was called the eagle armor. I wasn't sure.
I think it's called eagle armor.
Golden eagle.
Cause yeah, recently back in the 80s, like that paid tribute to the comics, the Wonder Woman comics back in the 80s, because she wore that armor constantly, like when the comic book was released.
She
And
gave a shout out on Twitter too about it.
that was really nice because
It was really cute.
we saw it in the teaser posters, but then when we saw it in the trailer and then we saw more of it, it was very interesting. So I can't wait. And I definitely want to have. I have this question for every. What? Who is he? You found it?
He's playing Max Lord.
Oh,
Now everything makes
okay.
more sense.
All right.
Of course, he's gonna look like a slimy businessman. He's a slimy businessman.
It's Max Lord. Yeah.
Sure.
So, question about DC, the DC movie cinematic universe. What's going on? Like after Wonder Woman, and I know Robert Pattinson. For those who don't know, he will be playing the young Bruce Wayne in the upcoming The Batman movie.
Heard.
Is that, and I know we have the Suicide Squad coming up. Is that it? Like, there's have been no other.
No, we have Birds of Prey.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, that does come out in February 7th. Yes, like because it was supposed to come out on the 14th, but they wanted to avoid competition against the King's Man movie. So I was like, I got you. So, which is understandable. But
Aquaman isn't doing anything, and he's not going to be doing anything because Jason Momoa is still he's fighting development on a sacred mountain in Hawaii, and he said that he's not going to be doing any acting at all until he knows that they're not going to be developing the land there.
That's what's up.
Okay. We have a question. Is there an overall thing they're going for with the DC Cinematic Universe? I don't know. I know the Flash.
I don't think so.
I know the Flash.
Anymore. There you go.
Big John, you I'll be honest with you. Justice League was okay for me. It wasn't perfect. It was okay, and I know people are trying to fight for the quote unquote hashtag Snyder cut release, which I don't know if it is or if it's not going to be released.
No, it's not going to be released. I doubt it.
I mean,
no, it's not happening.
DC movies do action well, but the scripts are kind of they need to work on that a little bit more.
Did you like Wonder Woman though?
Yeah, agreed.
Like, did you at least like? I liked Wonder Woman. I mean, it was good.
I liked it too.
It held on its ground. I understand people were like, it's good in the action, and the script needed a little bit of tweaking, and I get it, but I mean, it held on its own because to keep it balanced. And Big John, did you see Wonder Woman?
The only movie my sister kept playing on TV was Aquaman, so I've seen Aquaman 27 times.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to watch it so much. I mean, to be fair, but my nephew did the same thing.
Aquaman is good though. Aquaman was good though.
No, Aquaman was good. I think my main confusion was with the way they kind of jump between universes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that every film, and I'll start with Man of Steel, I don't think that all of them are in the same comic universe or following the comic universe. Because Wonder Woman is following the comic universe where she's a god, because in the majority of the comics she's not. So this is like a whole new thing, and I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of fans were not outraged, but just I guess a little outraged, a little confused, just because they thought that it was going to be something different. They didn't think it was going to be following the more modern comic books as opposed to the previous ones. And then you've got Batman, and then Batman, like, that was just. I mean, Batfleck was fine. I'll just say that he's fine.
He sort of redeemed himself in the Justice League movie. I'll say that. And
I like Elder Batman. I will also say that Elder Batman for me is the best Batman. I don't like the younger ones. Personally,
we'll see what Robert is gonna do, because I know there's a lot on his shoulders right now, especially since, with the whole talk of Ben Affleck not coming back and stuff. I'm like, oh, here we go, and I don't know what's going on with that, because it's all about studios and negotiation with agents and actors. And you're right, because remember, we finally got an introduction to Batman when it became a Batman versus Superman movie, and it just got confusing from there. And we should have had the Batman movie first before, with the Batman vs Superman. It's a weird concept, especially since I think Snyder, what he was trying to do, he was rushing just to get a team movie out, which is why you had Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and then Suicide Squad, and then boom. There's
also the confusing themes, because Man of Steel, the way that they were trying to push Superman was a lot darker, and I think it's because they were trying to match him with Batman. And then you had Wonder Woman, which was not dark at all, and you had Aquaman, which was Aquaman.
Yeah.
I feel like that movie was literally just made for Jason Momoa. And it's fine because it was still a great film. I got to see him with his shirt off, so I'm not really complaining.
Okay. Okay.
But I think that the themes weren't really matching as well. So I don't know. It's very convoluted.
Right.
I feel like they were trying too hard to pull a Marvel, and I feel like they shouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, Wonder Woman 1984 comes out in theaters on, I believe, the 5th of June, I believe. If I get my months and release dates.
That sounds right.
Yep. Thank you. So be sure to check it out, guys, to kick off your summer movie list. And our last trailer that was released this week is, okay, I'm gonna be real. This is gonna be a confusing movie, but
it's not, guys. It's November. Wait, hold up.
Wait, what? November?
Oh, never mind.
Oh. Okay.
My mistake.
The new Ghostbusters movie looks a bit confusing. It's great to see the guy from.
Confusing.
I don't.
Is it confusing?
I don't. This is a direct sequel after Ghostbusters 2, correct? Please tell me.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. This is it. Okay. So the remake did not happen, correct? With Kristen Wiig and.
That was a mess.
That's getting retconned.
Okay, so move that up to the side. Okay, so this is legit, a straight up
We all knew
sequel.
that was gonna happen.
Okay.
To be fair.
So
Not good, but okay.
it's really gonna be. I'm calling it now. I think she's the granddaughter of Egon.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Egon
Oh, yeah,
was.
totally. It looks like her glasses.
Yeah, they just like the
His
glasses.
glasses.
So,
Yeah, you have you
There's got to be a family heirloom.
probably.
Definitely.
Jason Rittman is.
They like.
As always.
I remember the original trailer when they showed off the is it the Ecto? The Ecto 1?
Look at the
one.
goons.
Yeah. And look, she has the paranormal scanner. I was about to say Paranormiac scanner. I'm sorry, Gaylene.
That's not an insult. Go ahead, Gaylene, making stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
but
Okay then.
It's a ghost trap. Yeah, and it's still. Yeah, I see Dengler. Yeah, I think that's Egon's.
The real Ghostbusters, am I right?
This looks interesting, especially since it's
No
a new
comment.
it's a new group, and they're obviously the kid from both It movies and Stranger Things.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're taking over, so it's gonna be cool.
Slow Danny Sex Bang. I'm hip.
Ecto 1 New York.
But there's an Easter egg they get through in the trailer. You could definitely tell that it's Egon's place. I don't know if you passed it on screen yet, but there's a scene where they go into the extra room and there's like a bunch of Petri dishes.
Yes.
Yeah, the original movie, Egon was like obsessed with growing bacteria and stuff. So I think that's his collection.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's gonna be a nice summer movie right there.
Shoot. I'll definitely check it out. So
We don't start after.
be sure to check out again, Ghostbusters Afterlife is the direct sequel from the second Ghostbusters movie. It's definitely a retelling, and literally the direct sequel. Like we were gonna find out what happened to the original 4. So here we go, guys. Summer 2020. So
They obviously lived happily ever after.
And Dan Aykroyd.
Oh, all the living originals are coming back.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Better see a nice homage at the end.
Especially for Harold Ramis, the one who originally played Egon.
I call shenanigans.
So. All right. So, what's next on the agenda, Matt? Since we are done with our trailer talk for this week. So
More like turn the key and the key breaks.
Jeez, Bess.
Damn.
I mean, yeah,
We're dissing the car. Dissing the car in the chat.
All right.
We technically have a lot of trailers to talk about, but it's more for the one of the three major gaming presentations we had this week. So first, and we're going to go chronologically involved. And so first, we'll start off with the PlayStation State of Play, which aired
Man,
on Tuesday morning, early Tuesday morning. I don't know why.
9 in the
Like, what, 9
morning.
o'clock?
Yeah, which is like, I was like, I'm at work. Are you kidding me right now?
I was also at work, Greg.
Well,
Feel
okay.
bad for all the West Coast
Don't
people.
say it.
I don't know what I was doing.
But they first started off showing off that Untitled Goose Game is coming to PlayStation.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's the big hit that took over the PC and Switch. It'll be on PS4 and Xbox, which of course they didn't show.
No, they didn't.
I think next week actually.
Probably. Yeah, no, the 17th. Yes, it's coming out this coming Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I am also happy to announce that I will be
It's
streaming.
actually pretty funny, Skybird.
I will be streaming this game for the Lunchbox Publications on the PlayStation 4 for you all, because this has been the most requested game for us to play. And I'm like...
You don't have to sound so put upon.
No, it's just like...
He's a hater. That's all.
Don't put me on the spot.
You're honestly gonna enjoy it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know.
Anyway, no, I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Come on.
I don't know.
Make it a drinking game. Oh, dude, that actually would be really smart if you made it a drinking game.
Yeah.
I won't
If
mod,
you fail to-
but I'll definitely be in the chat, and I'll just drink when you mess up.
If you fail to steal the groundkeeper's keys, take 2 shots.
Wow.
I'm calling it now.
Plus, I mean, it's a pretty short game, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a platinum
I've
trophy?
watched the gameplay.
Is there a platinum trophy?
That's actually a good question. I don't think I don't know if the trophies went up for it, but it's gonna be a quick like 2-hour experience if you if you kind of do everything.
Okay. It hits PlayStation 4, guys, this coming Tuesday on the 17th. 12 p.m. Eastern is when PlayStation Network stores are updated. And if you guys don't have a PlayStation 4, don't worry. Be sure to get the Untitled Goose Game out on the PC and Nintendo Switch. So heads up.
And Greg, yes, it does have a platinum.
Hey, okay. Yep, I'm definitely gonna in for that. So what's the next game we have on the list, Matt?
Next game is a game that's been talked about in the PC space for a good while. Spellbreak, which is coming to the PS4, is honestly a battle royale, but it has a visual difference where instead of everyone focusing on real life scenery and automatic weapons and stuff, is basically all magic based. Like you're basically getting a bunch of mages in this castle like area and shooting magic at each other to become number one.
You know what would have been pretty cool and realistic if we had some environmental damage in this game? Like if someone puts a pyro or fire spell in the forest, the trees will catch on fire, and if someone chucks like a earth spell to like a wall, the wall will break. That would have been cool, but the list looks...
for a lot.
Yeah, well, hey.
I was going to say that kind of pulls away from the whole battle royale idea, I think, if they're focusing on other things beyond that. Does that make sense?
I get it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of resources to pull for an online game.
Facts.
It does look interesting, though. It does look interesting. I'm guessing do we have an upcoming date for the beta? Oh, spring, right? Spring 2020 for the beta?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay.
It's still not done.
Just
for how long they've been working on the game.
Okay, well...
But it's a big step towards whatever the main goal is.
Gotcha. All right, so what's the next trailer? What else did Sony announce?
We finally, after like 5 years or so, we finally get a release date for Dreams.
Oh my lord!
Been talking about this game forever. It looks cool though. Like you can definitely see in the current trailer like just how diverse you can make your games. Just which gives you an idea of the many tools you can use in it. It's definitely something I'm starting to think about investing because the way they've been talking about it, even if you're not big on like making an entire full level or anything like, or making a full game or anything like that, you can basically get good at like a special part. Like say someone that's good at doing platforms, or someone that's good at doing a certain type of art for the game, or even if uh, you want to contribute musical voiceovers to a game, you can basically get people together, use their resources, and make one big game together.
You know what? I can see our artists, people here for the Lunchbox Publications having fun with this game. Big John, Gaylene, if you guys can definitely get your hands on this game, this is going to be a game for you guys. You guys are the most creative ones. And I'll definitely check it out. And
so here's what I want to pitch. Here's what the quick thing I want to pitch. So if this comes out and it is definitely works as well as Media Malco claims to be, let's make Lunchbox the video game.
Oh man, what?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Oh my
I'm
god.
Here for this.
Okay.
I'm so here for this.
February 14th, 2020. Wow. Okay.
Greg, you and I can write a story. It'll be great.
Deal. Let's do it. I would love to. I do want to say this though. Shout out to Media Molecule. Those guys have been working their butts off since. What was it? Remember they made that Kung Fu Ragdoll Kung Fu fighting game, I think, and then they made.
Was that them?
Was that them? I think it was. Maybe not. So apologies if I got that fact wrong, but.
No, it does sound familiar though.
I think it.
I mean, Media Molecule.
That was ages ago, though.
Since man,
You need a cutscene editor. Hey, Foxy.
See, this is why I like Media Molecule, because ever since Little Big Planet was released and you can make your own levels, they're taking it to the next. It's taking it to the next step. Literally, they're taking it to the next step with.
Level again.
Thanks for putting me in the spot. Thank you. Again, you keep doing that. You keep doing that. Thank you. Anyways.
You know what? We love you, Greg.
Before I was really interrupted. Anyways.
Although I will say that, me personally, I felt like the game was kind of throwing some shots at me, because I'm a big fan of the White Hat series, and we're definitely not getting any more of that. So they definitely threw a little video in there saying, if you want more White, I'll make your own.
Wow.
I mean,
I remember that actually. Yeah.
Be sure to check it out, guys. And if you guys want us to create a video game in the Dreams series, we'll be happy to. I mean, I'll be happy to team up with Big John, Gaylene, make a story with Erisel, and make music with Matt. Sure, I'm down with it. I don't mind. And at the same time, if you guys have any future creators that like to make video games and who do have a PlayStation 4, we'll be happy to check out their levels too. So check it out, February 20th.
Absolutely.
February 14th, 2020. My bad. And
All good.
check it out. What's the next game? Oh, it's this game. It's Inception.
Subliminal.
Inception,
Oh
the game, right?
Oh man.
Inception, the game, right?
Basically Inception the game. That is exactly what it is.
Yeah, first person puzzle where everything you interact with, it all comes down to perspective.
Perspective.
That's really the best way I can put it. So like, you take a little like salt shaker on the table, you aim the camera at a far down the hall, and all of a sudden it's super big, as if it's taking up the whole hall.
Yo, that's
many puzzles to solve like that.
Wow. So
and that's basically how you just what is it? Go throughout the game.
And I'm guessing you view things like you shift your vision, and you shift the way you angle your sights just to create like that one, right? Like to get blocks.
Exactly.
And
it's all about perspective.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm down for this. I like games like this, especially since it's makes you and it's like the paradox stairs, right? The ones where
Yes.
Oh wow.
Exactly like that. Well, I'm glad you like it, because it's giving me a headache just looking at it. So
I totally understand.
Huge soda, and you got crushed by a giant can of Pepsi. That's great. Okay. My brother will do the music proxy for the Lunchbox game.
See, it's already happened. We can make this a reality.
Oh boy. Be sure to check out Superliminal. Right? Am I saying that right? Oh my gosh.
Yes, you are. No, you are. That's exactly how you say it.
Check it out. This upcoming for the PlayStation 4. And before you get started, before I keep going to the next trailer, before you started, Matt, are any of these games, chances are they're going to be transferred or updated for the PlayStation 5?
So that's a I'll say that's a whole interesting conversation right there. Um, I'll try to make this part as quick as possible. Basically, there's word going around that um, games for PS5 and might have cross platform will be more of an upgrade kind of thing. So um, let's just say for example, Spider-Man. The Spider-Man is out right now. You get the PS4 version. It works fine on your PS4. If you put it in the PS5, you get all the updated 4K textures that make it look like almost a whole different game. There's word going around that we might get games like that for cross-platform as opposed to just releasing two SKUs and making it confusing for everybody. So like you could pick up The Last of Us 2 coming out like right now, and then when the PS5 comes out, you just put that in the system, get your uh, higher resolution textures and stuff, and it'll basically look like a whole new game.
Big John, how happy would you be if the PlayStation 5 was backwards compatible?
Boy, I got all these PS3 games over here.
I mean, it already is backwards compatible. They already announced that.
But PlayStation
PS3 games?
Yeah, can.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I will. PS3 games.
Oh, you're talking full backwards compatibility?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I don't know. I haven't heard about that much.
Oh.
We just know for sure that everything on your PS4 will work on the PS5. That's guaranteed.
But it's like, yeah, but these PS3 games though, they just sitting here.
Oh yeah, I understand. The same, yeah.
No, I still got mine too. I know how you feel, Big John.
So, but then my question is, it's backwards compatible, but will the games look the way that PS3 games look on PS4? Because then I definitely probably don't want to play it.
So that's the thing. I think it's going to come down to if the developer feels like doing an update pack for their respective PS5 versions. You know, of course, I'm sure that the first party games, like I mentioned, Spider-Man and The Last of Us, I'm willing to bet that they're going to have PS5 texture packs that you'll be able to download once the PS5 comes out. As opposed to like third party games, it probably depends on who it is.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Be sure to check out Subliminal coming out for the PlayStation 4. No release date has been announced yet. Matt, let's continue with the trailers. What you got for us, my man?
And yeah, I'll go ahead and say the next one actually doesn't have a proper release here as well. There's some of these that really don't. So next game is this weird looking one, and I didn't really catch much info on it itself. It's called Paper Beast.
I hate you, Erisel. I'm not gonna say that ahead of time. Erisel, do you want to take this one? Cause
I will gladly explain. I will gladly explain why Greg hates me. So it's from what I got out of the trailer, basically, you're in this different kind of world. It's a VR game, right?
Yes.
I think. Okay, so it's a virtual reality game. You can move and play around with all these different paper beasts. Essentially, personally, to me, they kind of remind me of those weird creatures from Pitch Black and the Chronicles of Riddick, or whichever Riddick film it was that was after that. That was basically Pitch Black 2. And you just play around with them. It looks like you essentially play Paper God. It's interesting.
Man, when I saw
Origami Wildlife.
When I saw Erisel talking about what they look like, I was like, God dang it, because it reminded me of Cabal's Animality attack finisher.
Which is a good other
the rhino skeleton.
Yes.
I was like, what the God.
It's just so weird the way that they you can flip them around and play with them. So.
Everyone said Death Stranding. I was like, y'all are horrible. Like, they said Death Stranding and stuff. I was like, stop. When they start to float in the trailer.
To me, we were talking. It kind of looks like like one of those weird tech demos. Like, you know, they're showing off how many polygons our system can render now, or you want something simple so they can show off the physics, the new physics engine.
Yes, Skyward. It looks very, very odd. Essentially,
I'm not.
They were hot when they made this.
I feel like someone was just really bored. They had the coding for it. They were just like, let's see what we can do with this, and that was it.
If you guys have a PlayStation VR, Paper Beast does come out soon for the PlayStation 4, the first quarter of 2020.
Yes.
All right, what's the next trailer? Oh, we can skip the next trailer. We don't need to talk about that one.
No,
we
no.
we don't need to talk about that one. No, we don't.
Um,
No, we
hey,
don't.
hey.
You
No.
gotta mention
Okay,
it.
well, you don't have to talk about it, Greg.
I will obviously be wary of spoilers, but
Oh
yeah.
man.
So
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. This is basically our final mix. Is the way they're doing it now. Releasing a whole new game. We get.
Yeah, you're right.
Finally here.
Yeah, instead of doing a full re-release, we're getting it as a DLC pack with a cheaper DLC pack. The main features including an extended final chapter, which is good because I've heard a lot of criticism about the way the last third of the game ended.
It
The
was
return of
trash.
the return of Final Fantasy characters, since they were very knowingly absent. I am hoping we get yet another Class Sephiroth battle. That'd be really cool.
That would be very cool.
Might as well close it out with one more final battle.
No.
And one of the most exciting things for me, Kyrie will finally be playable in the series.
Thank God.
She's needed this.
Yeah.
This is her moment. This is essentially her moment, and I'm so mad that it took a DLC for it to happen. But at the same time, I'm just happy that it's happening.
I'm pretty sure it happened that way because they definitely weren't gonna be able to finish on time if they waited.
Yeah, most likely.
Because this game was already in development for way too long as it is. The more it likes to take its time.
Wow.
I mean, we already saw that with everything that happened with Final Fantasy 15. He takes way too much time to get stuff done.
I mean, I guess it's definitely for anybody who are huge Kingdom Hearts fans. This does come out next month. The DLC does come out next month for the PlayStation 4. Is it also coming out also for Xbox One as well?
Yeah, it's a month after.
Yeah, a month after. Wow. Okay. So
I don't have the date on me, but yeah. PS4 gets it at January. Xbox gets it, I think, end of February, like the last week of February, something like that.
Whoops. Yep. You can already start pre-ordering the DLC ahead of time, guys. It does come out on the 20th or the 23rd. The 23rd.
23rd.
Okay. The 23rd. The 23rd of next January. So if you guys and I heard the game has been captured. That trailer was captured in PC. Okay, that's great, cool. I'm down for that.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do this now and then later on after they've gotten money, get a PC version ready so they can get even more money.
Gotcha.
Square Enix has done stuff like that plenty of times.
Okay. So be sure to check.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to check out that trailer, guys. I mean, be sure to again pick up your copy. Pick up your copy next month on the 23rd of January, and it's for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. You have to wait a month later. So, all right. How many trailers we got so far? Oh, 3 more that were announced. Okay.
So next game, I'll definitely let you take this one over, Greg. But they showed off the release date for Predator Hunting Ground.
For those who like games like what's like Friday the 13th the game and what's that other one, Gaylene? The one we played on the PS4 that was free.
Dead something.
Dead by Daylight.
Yes, this is that
Dead by
game.
Daylight, yeah.
This is pretty much that game. Although,
asynchronous multiplayer.
Yeah, although it's one of those awesome games where you have the chance to how should I say, be the predator, and you have different types of classes. And wow, that just played over my noise. I apologize ahead of time for that. And it's a bloody trailer. Oh wow. Okay, we can definitely show this. It's fine.
It's an awesome
It
trailer.
comes out on April
trailer.
24th, 2020, folks. And you have one player play as the predator themselves. You pick certain classes like a brute class, a hunting class, and how should I say, the standard class. You also and only this time you don't have campers or people trying to survive. You have soldiers this time, and they have abilities and weapons and skills as well to take down the predator. So if you guys are a huge fan of the series, this is definitely a must buy. And if I can tell from the gameplay from the trailer, for those who are playing the Predator, you have the ability to play him in a third-person perspective.
Yes.
And if you are the soldier, you get to play in a first-person perspective. So
Yeah.
it's quite fun. It's quite fun. So
I will definitely be playing the Predator because third person is the best.
I would love to
Also,
do a
actually,
Lunchbox
You're right.
plays. I would love to play
Right.
do a Lunchbox plays. But the only problem is
let's do
this.
this.
Well, hold on. In our company, do we, besides myself, do we have other people who like to play first-person shooter games? Because again, you can only play the soldier. Wow, he just took the spine out. That is awesome. Because some people get headaches.
I feel like
So-
Julissa might do pretty good.
Okay, because you did play some Apex Legends. I know that. So
Yeah.
check it out, guys. April 24th, 2020. I know you get pre-order bonuses. Yep, there you go. The minigun from the original Predator movie and one of the Predator skins. So yeah, check it out. And that trailer,
Technically the opposite of another Alien game because this is a Predator game.
pretty
Sky
much.
version.
Maybe they'll be working on the Aliens versus Predator game, the next one. We haven't had those for a while now. I'm saying that now.
Oh,
Damn.
that'd be nice to see.
Yes, make it happen.
Speaking of which, shout out to I can't remember. Her name is like Alexa something from the first Alien versus Predator, who was like one of the only women of color to ever survive any like a horror or alien film.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, that's pretty dope. Okay.
I mean, better than what happened to Kelly Rowland.
Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. Moving on. We will move on to the next trailer. What do you got for us, Matt?
Next trailer. Oh yeah, so I'm actually kind of upset with Square Enix because once again they've been super cryptic about this game, but basically in another partnership with Platinum after they've done with Nier Automata, they're making a new game called Babylon's Fall. We know nothing about it. We've known nothing about it for the last year and a half. All they gave us was this cinematic trailer. Well, not cinematic, but
There's some gameplay.
Look into, how the game plays. It looks very similar to what they've been doing recently with stuff like Nier Automata and Astro Chain. Platinum
Looks
really
nice.
likes to do the whole Astro extra source. I think they're pretty cool though. That seems to be their thing lately. We're definitely going to see more of that whenever Grand Blue Fantasy comes out. Lord knows what's going on with that game.
Wait a second. Aren't they Platinum Games? Aren't those the people responsible also for the upcoming Bayonetta?
Yes,
Third game?
they are Bayonetta.
Oh, okay.
Bayonetta 3 is still happening. We don't know its current status. They seem to be doing fine though.
Okay, that's good.
No, they are a company that stays busy, as you can see here.
Okay.
But yeah, with Babylon's Fall, this is all they've shown to us for now. It looks really good though.
Yeah.
Hopefully by next
It
E3
is.
we get some actual details as to what's going on in this game.
All right, guys. Well, there's no any information as the next words on this trailer says more information next summer, and
So yeah, E3.
E3 2020. Yeah.
Woo, E3.
Oh, Big John. All right, and I know Gaylene, you're excited about the next trailer we're about to show.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh God.
Capcom's worst kept secret. They finally showed the first trailer for the Resident Evil 3 remake.
Oh God.
Galen, are you for reals, Galen?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it? What?
No, I'm excited, but also like, oh shit. How much is this gonna cost me?
Oh,
60.
I mean,
Well, it's not gonna be out till later, so
April, right?
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like,
April.
I'm already planning on just being broke next year. This
yeah.
No,
I'm already
2020.
broke this year.
I mean, they announced, so many games last night, so this is no surprise.
We'll get to that soon.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what do
let's
you,
not even touch on that yet.
Gaylene? What do you think? Especially since this is Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis was originally for the PlayStation 1.
Yes.
And this is definitely a remake. You and Brandon, shout out to Brandon, one of our best streamers also for the Lunchbox Publications, and good luck to him. I know him and his mom are like doing their best to keep things well, and yeah, he's working hard and getting that money. So shout outs to him, and here we go. I know you guys are excited for this game. You know, ever since they announced the Resident Evil quote unquote Project Resistance gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that in a moment.
Yeah, which is coming up later here in the trailer. What do you think, Gaylene? I mean, you're excited, but have you ever seen gameplay from the original Resident Evil 3 before? Or...
I was more of a Silent Hill kid.
That's awesome. Hey, let's go.
Yeah, I like this one.
Okay.
I do. I didn't think I'd really like Resident Evil as much as it looks, but I like it.
I think you're blaming us also because we also got you hooked into the Evil Within when I said try out new games, and you did, and Resident Evil does have that sense now with having the third-person camera over the shoulder.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll like this then.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Resident Evil 2. Yeah, my man Big John saw Carlos. Yeah. Oh man, he was.
Yeah,
I've been watching some people play the original, and I'm like, yo, I just want to see him get pushed off the bridge. I want Nemesis flying off that bridge to look bad.
There's rumor going around that Carlos may or may not be playable in this one. They haven't shown
wow.
Maybe they haven't shown a lot of like major gameplay on this yet. We'll probably get that a little later. But all signs have been pointing to him being playable in a similar style to like we've had with Resident Evil 5 and 6, where we have the co-op character. Mm-hmm. So Carlos might be like your player too, essentially.
I wonder how Nemesis is going to be played in this one, since we already have and there we go, Resident Evil Resistance, the 6v1 game that is.
Well, I mean, Nemesis himself can basically be just like what they did with Mr. X and
Mr.
RE6.
X. Yeah. Well, I was hoping like, what if Mr. X is like, what I'm trying to say is, what if there's a cool ability where you do face off against the Nemesis? This might be shown early, maybe not. Just hear me out. And you're running away from Mr. X, then the Nemesis appears, then Mr. X tries to take out Nemesis, but the Nemesis like takes it down easily. Like one of those gameplay is like a 1v1v1.
They're fighting each other while you're trying to get away.
Yes,
kind of
there you go. Like a 1v1v1 type situation.
Like when the Spinosaurus blew away the T-Rex, you were.
That'd be cool. I'm just unsure if they're gonna do something like that, since I mean, I know it's a give and take on how they treat the material, since yes, this is a remake, but also as we've seen with RE2, they can definitely have fun with the original material to keep people who might be big fans of the original on their toes.
Okay. Gaylene, any differences that from Resident Evil 2 that you wish it's gonna be in the third, this game for the series, since it's a remake? Anything you expect different this time?
Scarier.
Okay.
I mean, so I think the Evil Within, its scary factor was like, to me, like 900, above there. But, like,
yeah.
This one, it's like, you expect, like Mr. X is gonna come, the monsters are hard to kill, that's good and all.
Oh, damn.
But I didn't really feel that scared. Like, in my playthrough, Evil Within, like, I was screaming every 5 seconds because I was attacked.
I remember.
We have a clip of that. Actually.
My ears remember, actually.
Oh my god. So, like, in this game, I just didn't really scream. I was like, but it wasn't really, like, Evil Within scream. Like,
how many F-bombs you dropped that night, Gaylene?
A lot. Like, so I hope they make it scarier, but like in a good way.
Yo,
like that's the point.
That was hilarious. You know what was bad? Good idea. Watching your friend stream. Bad idea. Watching and tuning in your friend stream while driving. She was screaming the F-bomb. Man, I was like, oh crap, what happened? I was like, this is a bad idea. So don't watch streams and drive, folks. Please don't. Please take it from me.
You definitely shouldn't be watching it.
I'm not watching it. I'm actually legit. I'm legit turning it off and like, you know, turning my phone on, but playing it, you know, in the background, right? Like a regular video in Safari. But I was like, okay, I'm driving. Oh yeah, she's having fun. I was like, oh god, oh god. I was like, what the hell is happening? And it was great. But the thing is, like, a lot of our fans who watch our streams, we legit like play a variety of games. That's what makes our channel different, because we play our funny games, we play our scary games, we play our action games. See, that's what's cool about the Lunchbox Publications, and you guys are gonna get that every single time. When you see Gaylene playing online, she either can be playing either Monster Hunter, however she'll be playing scary games like The Evil Within or Resident Evil. You can bet that she will be playing Resident Evil 3 next year. And for Erisel, you have, if you guys, hey, help her get her Ubisoft partnership, guys. Check her out when she plays Assassin's Creed. We also have Matt as our Nintendo guy. We have Big John playing
game.
Pokemon.
And Pokemon. You have myself playing Call of Duty. Again, guys, when you're with the Lunchbox Publications, you're gonna get a lot of choices and a lot of genres when you watch us. So again, thank you. So Resident Evil 3 plus Resident Evil Resistance, aka it was Project Resistance, will be coming out on April 3rd, 2020, April 3rd. Well, yeah. So be sure to check it out. And I believe...
I think that's the interesting thing, that the fact that they're using Resistance essentially as this game's multiplayer mode.
Because everyone thought it was going to be, quote-unquote, the next Resident Evil Outbreak, and you know those games sucked on the PlayStation 2. Oh my god, the online modes were so stupid, and I hated the connections, because I was like, yo, connect me to a room. You have 5 people playing Laura. I was like, what? Like, they were the hotel girl because they said, oh, she can carry more stuff. Oh, she knows lockpicking. Oh my lord. Does anybody know how to heal? I'm like, oh god, y'all. I left the game. I left the game. Wow. It's bad. It's bad. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Much love and appreciation. Be sure to press that follow button. Help support the stream. And if you haven't already, guys, please turn on the bell to be notified whenever we get online. Especially, hey, I did mention that we do stream games. We do stream games from time to time, Sunday through Saturday, and with different players, different personalities, and as I said, different games. And of course, every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and unless notified of holidays or cancellations, the TLBX podcast. And be sure to press that follow button, help support the channel. And I did say that already. Whoops, my bad. Okay, moving on. Let's go.
Wow.
My bad.
But yeah. So Resident Evil was basically the close of the night. They technically had the one more thing moment, which was showing off Ghost of Tsushima, but they only showed like 30 seconds of the trailer. And
Damn.
But they told the people, you know, they wanted to see the rest. They had to go watch the Game Awards, which we'll cover later in today's podcast.
Yep. We have a lot of games to talk about. We weren't kidding when we said this episode was going to be packed for y'all.
Oh yeah.
I hope you know that, guys. We were not kidding.
So that closed off State of Play right there.
It's a good... this is definitely a good time to be a gamer. This is definitely a great time to be a gamer, no matter what console or platform you play or what you stream on. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. What's next on the list, Matt?
So now we're going to an event that came up later that same day, which is Indie World, Nintendo Indie World. It's basically the same as the Nindies presentation they used to do when the Switch launched. It was basically just them talking about a slew of high-profile indie games that are coming soon to the Switch. With the first game they showed off being Sports Story. I don't know if we had any fans of Golf Story in here.
Hi.
Oh, well,
Sidebar took it to the next level. I did not see this game coming, by the way, because I really thought the Golf Story was it. That's it. And it was an interesting game to try out because I was like, an RPG mixed with sports and stuff. And because it had that interesting factor of, an RPG element, but a sports game at the same time, because you have to play quote unquote old school golf type games that were back on the Super Nintendo and such to give you like a feel, because you have to measure wind distance and the power distance of hitting the ball and stuff, which was pretty great. And but only this time, instead of for the upcoming Sports Story, which comes out I think May, actually, right? I think May of next year.
There's no hard date, but they're aiming for May.
It's a fun. It looks fun. The game the game itself looks great. I mean, it's definitely, if you guys haven't.
Tennis, we got baseball.
Oh yeah, you have all these different type of sports that are in there, and not just golf anymore, which is pretty smart on Sidebar Studios end, because like, hey, if you're gonna make a sequel, you might as well talk about not just one type of sport of golf. I mean, when I saw tennis and when I saw soccer, I just flipped out. I was like, oh man, how is this gonna be played? Because now the main character can play not just one type of sport, which is good. So, and I actually saw the guy playing volleyball, the main character, and I just saw it right now here in the trailer. He did a bicycle kick for a volleyball. I'm like, you can't do that in regular volleyball. Are you kidding me? So it was pretty dope. So I was like, yeah, this is fun. And look, they're playing home run derby with the toaster. I'm like, come on. So I'll definitely be checking this game out. It's definitely fun. It's definitely have that 2D type. What's that game? Yeah, Earthbound feel. The characters look like Earthbound characters. So
it's one of the main inspirations for the game.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait for this to come out. So Sidebar, again, congrats on the announcements for this, and I'll definitely be checking this out later next year. So yeah.
Next game is there's no need to put much information because it is what it is. Streets of Rage 4, getting the Streets of Rage games back. I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy who did the music for the original games, which got a lot of love, he's coming back to compose for the new game. It's being developed by an indie studio, surprisingly. Dotemu, I think the name is. I mean, it's not surprising for Sega to lend out their smaller IPs to indie developers. That's kind of what happened with Sonic Mania. But yeah, so we're getting a proper Streets of Rage 4 happening. Very smooth art going on. And Adam Hunter, the main protagonist from the very first game, he'll be finally coming back because he's been delegated to like a side character in the last couple games.
It looks good from what we saw from the trailer. The artwork looks clean. It's definitely.
Oh, I'm loving it.
Oh man. Any word of this game also hitting not just the Switch, or just the Switch only? By the way.
I don't know. It should be on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Okay, sweet. So
no hard date for it, unfortunately, but definitely aiming for this coming year.
Okay. What do we have what do we have next on the trailer? Oh, is this that game that's like Hollow Knight? But it's not Hollow Knight.
I wasn't sure what kind of take to get on this because it was kind of vague admittedly. But game is called Gleamlight. It looks like a Metroidvania like Hollow Knight.
Oh yeah.
But everything's going for that real nice clean stained glass look to it.
Erisel, why does the main character look like a Dragon Knight class from Final Fantasy IX or the series itself? You see it? You know what I'm talking about?
Dude, I can totally see it, and now I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I definitely also got some Hollow Knight feels. I actually was just like, wait, is this like a sequel somehow? And if it is, why and where and what?
I mean, I was looking at the main character, I was like, is that Orko?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks cool though. I mean, I definitely want to check it out.
It does.
Check it out.
It looks really, really cute.
And
I was into it.
I mean, it's, it does have the Metroid and Hollow Knight feels though. So, yeah, there's no release date. 2020. Okay. Wow, a lot of these games have no release.
Yeah, a lot of things don't have proper release dates, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
They're just teasing with our emotions.
Yep.
Let's see. Next game is Bacon Switch.
Oh, this looks like Overcooked.
Wow.
The game.
not quite Overcooked.
This was actually really funny to watch, and I think one of the things that I liked about Indie World was just like being able to kind of meet developers. or get a feel for the developers. So I thought like the intro to this before they actually showed the trailer was really funny.
Showing one of the guys just eating multiple plates of food.
Yo,
Cake, brownies, cookies. He
that
was
guy
just
was
stuffing his face. I was like,
stuffing himself.
He
Yo,
had chocolate waffles.
yeah.
that's what it was. Chocolate waffles.
Jeez.
But co-op brawler, you get up to 4 friends together, and you're basically like, I think you're smushing dumplings together. I wasn't.
Oh, it's
sure.
dough. It's dough.
That's
Yeah,
what I
it's
understood.
dough.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it dough? Okay.
Yeah, the monsters are dough pieces, and from what I remember from the
Aw.
trailer and the announcements,
That
see,
makes sense.
it gives an Overcooked vibe. Remember that game we played,
Yeah.
guys? So it get like you basically. It can either be a co-op, I believe, or a competition game where you need to defeat dough pieces and collect them and, cook them inside the oven, and then I believe you need to, just like Overcooked, serve it, but only this time you're sacrificing your food to the gods.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, and like
It looks really cute.
so that's why I keep saying Overcooked, because you have all these platforms and stages where it all changes and stuff is in the way. You have enemies. This time you have enemies, not like in Overcooked where you don't have enemies. You have enemies going after your food, and they can either steal it or they can spoil it. So
Yeah.
So that it looks fun, especially since if it's a 4-player game, I'm gonna call another TLBX streams competition where we're all gonna just duke it out together, or just it'll be fun.
Let me see another trailer.
Sacrifices will be the best.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see another trailer first, just to get like a better grasp of like all the modes and stuff, and I'll let you know if I'm in.
Okay, sweet. Do you want to talk about the next? What's this game? What is it?
So this is one that I'm actually like the most excited about, because I like the one of the most excited about. But
yes.
I'm curious about how big they're gonna go with this one. So this game is called Super Mash, made by Digital Continue. It is basically they call it a game generator where you pick two game genres, and you literally mash them together, and you get a game based on those. So like in the trailer, they showed a platformer and a JRPG mashing together, and you're basically getting that game that plays similar to like Paper Mario, stomping on your enemies directly.
This game has that Scribblenauts vibe a bit, like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yo, I can see all the. This is another type of party game we can all play together. Also, like.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm calling it now. Wait, you get to make some type of Sims game? That's hilarious, yo. Oh,
I thought it was really interesting, the variety that they offered. That was really cool.
You know what? I just saw one of the titles. It said Super Duper Dave, making fun of like Super Mario Brothers. Wow. And even
if they have a rhythm section, like I'm gonna see how many rhythm games I'm gonna make it with this thing.
Oh, dude, please make a rhythm stealth game. I would love to play that, bro. I would love to.
That's gonna stress me the hell out. But
I'm sorry, bro.
How would you even? Wow. Okay, no, my mind is blue.
No. Imagine this. Wait, you first. Go, Matt. Go.
But no, there was a game that came out on the 3DS called Rhythm Thief, and there were some sections where you had to hide behind like statues and stuff in a museum on the beat.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my
I remember
God.
that. I remember that.
That sounds intense.
Yeah, you mess up the rhythm, you get spotted, or you keep playing the music and stuff, and if you don't hide in time, you'll get spotted. That'll be dope.
Had like a jazzy Loop on the Third style soundtrack.
So when's the release date for this one? May 2020?
Yes.
Yeah, that definitely is going to be a pickup. I cannot wait for that one.
Let's see, next game. I'll be short with this one because it's honestly an old title. Steam popular game, The Talos Principle.
Oh, this game's been out forever, yo. Especially
yeah,
when
I
I used
know.
to. When I was still.
Yeah.
Devolver Digital. No, I'm not surprised. Okay.
Yeah, it's the deluxe edition, so it has a bunch of extra puzzles to it. So even if you haven't played it in a good while, you'll probably get a little more new content to it. The surprising thing about it though is that when they showed it off, it came to the eShop like immediately, like that day.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, I haven't tried it out yet, but I heard the the game is interesting because all the puzzles are just like the game Portal. You solve them in first-person mode, and you get to move certain objects and revolve mirrors and reflect, deflect lasers.
Yes.
Yeah, and the game reminds me of you guys remember that game Erisel? I'm gonna go back in time with this one. Have you played
Are you gonna
Myst?
say Myst?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god, Myst was my game,
man.
yo. Oh my gosh,
Myst was one I didn't touch but watched people play. Yeah.
man. I used to have speed runs in school for that game. Like, how fast can we get this
Really?
puzzle done? How fast can we get to the rocket? How fast? Man, shoot, lunch money was
Wow.
easy. Lunch money was easy, bro. I'm telling you.
Hustling with Myst?
Dude, yeah. Like we would play
Wow.
after school, then the next day pay up. Yep. I'm not
Wow,
kidding. I'm not kidding.
Uh,
Shoot.
I'll give me some money back.
Okay, no. All right.
But
So,
Title's Principle is out now.
yep, for the Nintendo Switch, everyone. And if you haven't already, if you don't have a Switch, don't worry. It's available also on PC, PlayStation 4, and I think Xbox One has it too. I think.
Yeah, it came out not too long ago.
Oh, there you go. So, enjoy. What you got next for us, Matt?
This one I actually wasn't sure what to say about it because there wasn't too much said about it in the initial trailer. But game called Cell 4 from QAG. From our perspective, it seemed like kind of a pirate ship simulator.
yes.
Kind of like a low end version of the pirate stuff you played in Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Oh.
That's basically what everyone's been saying.
And that
If you want, I can
upcoming
tell you what the developer calls it, or
And
how
that-
he kind of describes it.
that upcoming game from Ubisoft, actually, the one with pirates involved. That's
Skull and Bones?
yes, it looks like it. Think about it, man. Yeah.
Yo, I think Skull and Bones is
I
good.
would. Yeah. First, I don't even think we're gonna hear about it anymore because, like, when was the last time we actually did hear anything about it? But this is supposed to be a bit more. So the way that the developer describes it is a procedural adventure about classical naval action and exploring beautiful sceneries overseas.
Ooh.
So
Someone,
that's how he's describing it.
two things. One, someone in the ship-to-ship battle screamed out "Arg" from their ship after getting hit with a cannon. And number two, see, Twitch chat, you guys are funny. Someone said, Wando said, "Is this Wind Waker 2?" Y'all need to
Not
chill.
yet.
Y'all
I would
need...
love that.
So
but
it's
not
really
yet.
funny. My main
man.
question was like if I could name the ships, because apparently one of the things that you'll be able to do is collect ships and make like kind of an armada or something. So I was like,
that's
wait, if I
dope.
can make an
Ooh.
armada, can I name my armada? And the developer actually hit me up on Twitter and he said he's gonna see if he can work that into the system. He's still fixing things. Like there were certain errors that you could actually see in the trailer. Like apparently the store, when they were showing like the different ships that you could buy, some of the ships were titled incorrectly, so he's still fixing things up, and we're probably not going to see it until late 2020.
Well,
That's fine.
the good thing is that you definitely mentioned that, and hey, they did cover their tracks up a bit, because on the bottom right of their trailer they did say developmental trailer. I was like, oh, okay, so a lot of things are still going to be worked in. Either things are going to be added in or taken out. Hey, it still looks a beautiful game, and
Oh yeah.
it has
I
that.
get a lot of concerned ape vibes, like with Stardew Valley. So I don't know if it's just I feel like it's just one guy doing the entire thing. But either way, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh man, if that person's doing the development by themselves, that's mad praise,
It's work.
because it looks beautiful. Because if again, it's like a safe version of Skull and Bones, the upcoming Ubisoft game, and it does look like I see a little bit of the art style. I know it's a different setting, but I see the shading and the colors looks like a bit of Firewatch. Yes.
I get that.
Okay.
I definitely with the pastels and stuff. I can see that.
It looks amazing, and the coolest thing is, and I don't think did they have 360 battle view for Assassin's Creed for the naval ship battles?
No.
This one
no.
has. Oh wow. Okay. This is cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Well, hold on.
Oh, what's up?
No, I didn't. For me, I don't know. I wouldn't say. So what do you mean by 360?
Like you did have ships to allow you to shoot your cannons in front of you, not just on the left and right side of your ship.
Oh, okay. So with Odyssey, yes and no. There were some weird glitches with some of the naval battles, and they
Oh.
still actually like I feel like they haven't worked on it properly. With Black Flag, if I recall correctly, yes. Actually, I think that the battle simulations with the pirate ships were a lot better in a lot of
Gotcha.
ways than Odyssey.
Okay. Okay.
The ramming system was a lot more fun.
Ah. So no release date yet, Matt, for this one?
No date yet, but
Ah.
like you always saying, guy is working very very hard on the game, so I have some good faith in this one.
All right.
So next game, another one I'm actually excited about. Yes, I know it's an old game, but well, not old game, but game that's been released plenty of times by this point. But I'm excited to see it getting more and more support. But Dauntless finally coming to the Switch.
Oh man. Then they announced crossplay, right, for PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, right?
Yeah, so any version of Dauntless can play with anybody.
Thank goodness. I definitely want to check it out. I would love to check this game out. It's just I've been having some server issues, and I know I'm sort of not the only player who's been facing
Earlier
that
this week, they had some server issues. I think part of it was them getting ready
for the crossplay
for
event.
Switch traffic. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it always had crossplay. It's just them getting ready for the new traffic. I think they might have had a hiccup here and there. Hopefully, in the next coming weeks, everything will be smoothed out.
Okay. Okay. It's like
I definitely when I was downloading it had some problems as well.
I'm gonna be playing this on the PlayStation 4, and if you guys are down to play in any other console or platform, since obviously it's available now for the Nintendo Switch, I'm definitely down to crossplay and team up with anyone. All right, let's do it.
Oh heck yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. How about you, Gaylene? You down?
Yeah.
Awesome. Are you John?
I mean, I got it on PC.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Epic Game Studio, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they published it.
Okay. All right. Epic Games, please, if you get the chance, if you guys have a lot of servers up for Fortnite, you can definitely help get servers up for this game just to help make connections easier for the players. So
Oh yeah, Epic Games got money.
Oh, if anybody gets confused about it, you're supposed to make an Epic Games account and then link it to your Dauntless account. So you're making basically two different accounts altogether.
Oh yeah, I'm set
through the whole process
because of my time.
It was very confusing when I first did everything.
Okay, good heads up. Thanks, Erisel, because I had to do that for Fortnite for PlayStation 4. So yeah, it got Okay. Well,
is this a scam? What is this?
Yeah, right. Everyone was like, more spam or junk emails. So, all right. What's next, Matt?
So actually, I think you would find this one interesting, Greg. So this game is called Murder by Numbers. It was made by Irregular Corp and Mediatonic. It is a visual novel / murder / puzzle game. So you go through the game similar to any Phoenix Wright game, which, by the way, this game has the composer from Phoenix Wright working on it.
Oh, of course. Of course.
So your character is working on a movie set solving murder mysteries and stuff. But the interesting thing is instead of hunting around for clues manually like you do with the Phoenix Wright games, you solve nanogram puzzles, which if anyone is familiar with the P-Cross series, is basically that.
Seriously? Wow. And that's gonna make the pictures and murder and crime scenes. Oh, that's dope. Wow.
It looks really cool. I can't wait to download it.
I mean, I'm a fiend for P-Cross games, so I might pick this up myself.
Time out. I'm gonna rewind this, and especially because I know Gaylene's a fan. Gaylene, they have the character design is from Harumoa
Boyfriend, yes.
From Hatoful Boyfriend. Oh
What?
snap! Yeah, the character design is the same person who did Hatoful Boyfriend. Holy snap!
What?
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What the heck? Wow.
It
looks cute, though.
There's a composer from Phoenix Wright. Okay.
Sugimori, yeah.
Aw, dude, I'm down. I'm so down for this game. Okay.
They improved a lot, yeah.
Murder by Numbers. Coming early 2020. Okay. All right. So
Actually, you know what, Greg? I impose a challenge. So,
here we go.
I'm curious about this game. Let's say game comes out. We pick like a let's say like a certain day, like let's say a week after the game comes out. We pick up the game and like we go chapter by chapter, see how we do as we get into the mystery.
Oh Lord, dude, let's do it. I would like to play comparison. Like, yo, how'd you do in this one? How'd you? Oh, dude, I'm down for that. Sure, hell yeah.
Cool.
I used to play Picross back when it was still in the original DS, and I remember they had a title for that. I forgot what it was called, but it wasn't called Picross 3D. It was something else, and it wasn't called just Picross, but it had this collection of puzzles with Sudoku and Picross puzzles inside, which was like awesome. I don't know what the heck happened to it. So this
Sounds
is definitely
familiar.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But it's not Brain Age. It's definitely not Brain Age.
No.
It wasn't in Brain Age 2, but it's
Dude,
hella fun.
they've been releasing a lot of Picross games on both DS, 3DS, and Switch.
Yeah, and
Dude, there's like 5 games on the 3DS.
Man, I can't.
There's so many puzzles. I think I got through the first 2. I never picked up. Well, I picked them up, but I never got through 3, 4, and 5 because there's just so much, man.
Got it.
And there's like 2 of them on the Switch right now.
Oh, jeez. I
So
mean,
you got puzzles for days.
oh, sweet. Okay, so I'll definitely check this out early 2020. What do we got next? Oh, dude, yes, heck yeah, this game is great.
I'll probably let you go through this one, but
I played it back in.
it.
I mean, I played it back on the original Xbox, and I have not played the remasters yet. But yeah, Oddworld,
Stranger's Wrath.
It obviously is based in the Oddworld world and stuff with Abe. If you guys don't know the character Abe, you guys he was like sort of PlayStation's mascot back in the.
He was not PlayStation's mascot.
Well, sort of he was because like in a platforming sense before next to Crash Bandicoot. So to me, he was because he had like that 2D factor, but at the same time the puzzles were 3D and the story was great. But only this time in this you play the hunter, and you have a you pretty much have this awesome crossbow that fires bugs as ammo. Like you have bugs that represent like a submachine gun, bugs that represent a shotgun, and you have like bugs that explode on contact like a grenade launcher.
But you can mix and match your bugs, right?
Yes, because you have 2 slots. One like on the right side, you do have like you can have one bug type. On the left, you have another bug. It's like it alternates back and forth. So you get to like say for example, because you are a bounty hunter, guys. If you want to get that money, you either can follow what the bounty says. You either can bring them alive or bring them dead. Mostly in this game, you want to bring in your targets alive because that's how you get money. So basically, you want to have something to like. Yeah, pretty much. Like you basically want to have a combination set up. Not even man, like that's how I saw it. I mean, even next to Crash Bandicoot, Abe was awesome. Anyways, but you have that style of having how should I say, like you want to take care of the enemy. You want to take care of your bounty's crew. Like first before taking care of them because it's tough to how should I say capture a bounty when enemies are trying to kill you, obviously. So you want to have something that has a bit of it's like set, like in Star Trek we have that set to kill, set to stun function in the blasters and the phasers, right? It's like that. It's like that with the combinations. And of course you want to stun your bounty before taking them in and tying them up and stuff like that and collecting the reward. So it's pretty fun. I can't wait for this game to come out in HD. It's for me, I'm a bit because it looked great back on the original Xbox. However, you still have those grainy effects when it comes to upgrading to HD. If I'm trying to make sense, so it's definitely a pickup. Don't let me hold you back from not purchasing it.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I think just the fact that it's admittedly it is a pretty old game by now.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm not sure if the tech carries over to our HD generation.
Yeah, probably the new studio is how should I say, is ready. As like fix it up a bit just for today's consoles, and at the same time, hey, playing this game on the go, you're definitely gonna have a fun time, especially if you have a Nintendo Switch, either the standard or the Lite. So pick it up. January 2020. What we got next? Oh, this game. Okay, I'm down for it. I'm down. We need a good game. We need a skateboard game.
I have a sad thing to say about this, and I'll get to that in a second. But so another game I was excited to see more of, Skatebird by Glass Bottom Games. If you see it on the screen, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a skateboarding game a la Tony Hawk, but you're playing as little cute birds.
I'm with that.
Aww.
It looks so
I
adorable.
can't wait for it, to be honest.
Yes, absolutely.
You can imagine.
Animal Crossing, that's what's up.
You can imagine a bird on a tech deck board and stuff doing all these tricks. That'll be awesome, though.
Hey, do a Christ there.
Wow.
Yo.
This is the closest to Skate 4 we're gonna get, so.
Yeah. I hate you, Big John.
Can't with you, man. Can't with
Skate 4. Oh, dude,
But,
the ramps are actually old issues of Thrasher magazine. I just
Thrasher,
noticed
yeah.
that. That's awesome.
But
Hey, can I customize my bird?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know. They
that-
haven't said much about customization. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. If nothing else, it should have like some kind of board customization set up in the game, just like pretty much every other skateboarding game.
Yeah, like I've seen multiple birds have different type of hats and stuff and different boards. So maybe, Big John, maybe you'll get that feature. Any release date for this one, Matt?
Sadly, I think it was like late 2020. But
Okay.
here's the thing that made me sad. So
What's up?
jumping ahead a little bit, when they announced the Game Awards this year, they recently said that they're doing this thing called, and of course I don't have it on me, but the name of the program. But basically, they were able to team up with a few indie developers whose games have not come out yet, and you're able to play them on Steam for free for about 48 hours before they get deactivated. With one of those games being Skatebird.
No.
What?
So from now, it started yesterday morning. So if you can get to your Steam account, you have until tomorrow around noon, I believe. You can go on there and play Skatebird for free.
Wow.
And I am upset because I first heard that and I was like, oh snap, I need to go get my USB dongle for my Xbox controller for my PC, and I cannot find it. I can't.
Oh no, dude! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
I'm not gonna have time to go play it. So, I wanted to come on here, like, at least give some kind of impressions on it, but that ended up falling through.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, man.
But yeah, any of you guys that are listening right now, after our podcast, I'll say go ahead and get on Steam, go download Skatebird, give it a try. Tell us how you think about it.
All right, guys, here we go. What we got next, Matt?
Weird looking game. Another one I wasn't sure how to fully take from. The game is called Liberated from Walkabout Games. It is a cyberpunk mystery, but they're doing a presentation that's like comic book style, kind of like if you remember the old Sega game called Comic Zone.
Yes.
The panels go back and forth, kind of like that. You're solving this big mystery. I wasn't sure what exactly the kind of story to take away from it, because they were being very cryptic about it. It looks really cool though. I really like the visual style of it.
Oh, it looks like a mixture of Inside and Comic Zone, and remember that game, Matt, Killer 7?
Yeah.
Especially when they transition from scene to scene when you go into a new area. It reminds me of that.
Yeah. I actually had to double check. Since you mentioned Inside, I had to double check if this was involved by Playdate or not, but they're working on something else.
Oh, they're not saying anything about their next project. That group, they're keeping their mouths shut.
And that's fine. I wouldn't be surprised for whatever Game 3 is.
Another game that'll make Jaleesa scream again. Oh man.
Did we get her to play Limbo?
Not Limbo. I don't think she played Limbo yet. I think
I thought she did.
I think she did.
Oh, she did? Okay.
No, did she? No, because I know she played a lot Inside. No.
Yeah, we had to be true with Inside. Yeah.
She didn't want to go back. So I was like,
I'm pretty sure.
After beating it, I was like, but what about the multiple endings? No. I was like, yo, Jules. Oh, she was like, I can't. I was like, okay. There
was only one other ending, but I understand. I completely understand.
No, it's understandable. All right.
Let's see.
So,
Next game. What was the next game? What next game? Next game. Uh. Oh yeah. I don't know. Want to get back on here for this, but we got this game from Kit Fox Games called Boyfriend Dungeon. It is exactly what it sounds like here. Where you got
Oh
a
my gosh.
dungeon crawler with multiple different swords, and of course, each one of those swords are guys that you can date. So it's a dungeon crawler slash dating sim.
Yeah. Not for me, obviously.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to hear from Galen on this one. But I do like the concept of it though. Again, another one of those weird mashup style things. And as long I would say, as long as the combat holds out, it should be a good one to remember.
okay. You know, it has that transistor vibe and that game
Bastion?
Bastion. Yeah, there you go. Like that type of view. You
Yeah,
see?
Super Giant Games. Yeah, I was thinking about that at one point. All it needs is their signature watercolor paint style, and it could have easily been a Super Giant game.
Oh yeah. All right. What we got next, Matt?
Next one is Dreamscaper. So, real talk, when I saw this, I legit thought this was somehow related to the Life is Strange universe because it has a similar art style to it. Um,
Really?
Especially with how trippy it looks. Is it also another dungeon crawler, but you're going into dreams from different people in the local town and trying to figure out the mysteries of the local caves.
Dude,
So you're getting a little bit of Life is Strange, you're getting a little bit of Legend of Zelda. And this looks honestly all over the place. So
I
I don't have much to take from it.
the game looks sick though. Oh
Oh yeah,
wow.
absolutely.
Yo, I'm sorry. Like when that huge fish came out, I was like, it reminded me of the Steelix coming out of nowhere from the forest in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, wait, repeat. Oh wow. I'm down for this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you're reliving the same week or something like that, trying to solve this
Oh,
mystery.
dude, that's awesome. And you have like different abilities and such.
Yes.
Play the demo now on Kickstarter. Okay, I'm down. Shoot, I'll try it out. Okay.
Yeah, the demo I gave is actually a semi old one because they've been on Kickstarter for like the last couple years,
Oh
but
wow.
they're finally like had their stuff together. But
That's good. That's good.
yeah, if anyone wants to give it a try first, yeah, the Kickstarter is the demo is on the Kickstarter, and the game should be out sometime later this year.
Okay, so I'm guessing with the success of the demo, I'm guessing it got fully funded, right?
Oh yeah, they got it funded a while ago,
Nice,
so
nice.
they're
That's
already
good.
good.
That's good. Congrats to them. Okay, what we got?
Next game is you remember that game, the Escapist, the guys
Hey,
who are trying to get out
like
of
you're trying to get
prison.
out of jail, right? That
Yes,
game? Yeah.
yeah. So we have a new game from that same team in that same universe called The Survivalists.
Oh snap.
Similar concept, but you're trying to survive on an island.
Oh wow.
It has full co-op play. You can get up to four friends. Um, Lots of crafting, lots of finding materials. Monkey training apparently one of the main highlight features that I was not expecting.
Jeez. Set in the escapist universe. Yo, Erisel, Galen, you guys like over the top type games like Stardew Valley. You guys might be down for this one. Like,
Oh yeah, this is definitely one of the ones on my wish list for next year.
What about you,
Mm-hmm.
Gaylene? Yo.
Yes, definitely.
I think
Okay.
she's not back yet.
Oh, she's not back yet. Oh, I did not know. My bad. All right, so we got one more trailer, right? Oh, no, this game is coming out 2020 next year.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Okay.
And so the last game there one more thing. The popular Metroidvania Axiom Verge is finally getting a sequel. Game was a big hit on the Vita, so of course, fitting we'll see another entry of it here. I'm liking all the glitch effects that they're doing in this one. Because like there's one section where looked like you encountered an enemy and you were. It looked like you were almost like breaking the game, but it looks really cool. And I want to see a little more of this because I like Metroidvania style games.
Yeah, he's been working on this one for quite some time now. Like
Tom Happ is a 2-man studio, I believe. So, because the first game he made entirely by himself.
Yeah, he's been grinding. Like, congrats to him because that game was one of the most top 5 indie games to play on the Nintendo Switch, and yeah, man, I just can't. I'm very proud and to hear this and happy to hear that he's releasing the sequel because he said I think he was working on this for like 2 years
4 or 5
or
years.
4 or 5.
4 or 5 years.
Wow, see even.
Yeah, see, after the base game for 1 came out, he's been working on this one, and he just outsourced to a couple of people to help bring support that game to other systems.
Congrats to him. Well, you heard it from us here, folks. Unless there's any more awesome announcements Nintendo had for the indie world.
No, sadly, Nintendo themselves did not announce anything. There was rumor going around actually with that last announcement. Because kind of like how they did a while ago with Cadence of Hyrule, there was rumor going around that Tom Happ might have been working with Nintendo to do a Metroid game, but that rumor was just a rumor.
Okay, so imagine if he did though. Oh my gosh!
Oh no, that would have been cool. But I like that he's still able to keep that creative control, still doing his thing. He looks to be doing his own thing like very well. So all props to Tom Happ.
Speaking of Metroid and Nintendo, what are the chances are we will get to see an announcement at next year's E3 for the next Metroid game?
Ooh, I don't expect anything. Because I don't know if you remember, but they have that announcement early, like actually it was January of this year, where they said they legit said they had to scrap the whatever version of Metroid Prime 4 they were working on and give it back to the Retro Studios.
Oh man!
So they legit start over. Like I would say, if you're looking for anything, the most I can see them doing at E3 is probably some kind of like cinematic trailer, maybe seeing what Samus looks like in this one. But if you're looking for gameplay or release dates, no, don't expect that.
Okay, okay.
What I will say you may, and keep in mind this may see, but there's word going around that we might get a port of Metroid Prime Trilogy for the Switch, and that's something they can easily throw out whenever because the game.
That's what I'm aiming
already done.
for. That's what I'm aiming for.
So then I would say have your hopes up for Metroid Prime Trilogy for Switch, not for 4 yet.
Yeah, no. I would love to relive Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, because Erisel, do you remember in was it Metroid Prime 2, like the ending for Metroid Prime 1? Erisel, I don't know if you played the series, but do you remember when we saw Dark Samus for the first time and we had to fight Dark Samus in the second game for Metroid Prime?
I vaguely I remember.
Do you remember the scene? Okay, spoiler alert, and if you guys haven't played the first Metroid Prime, well, okay, sorry. So, pretty much what had happened was, I think it was either Metroid Prime 1 or 2, one of the endings, where if you finished on time, and if you finished with 100% completion, yes, you collected all the energy tanks, all the missile tanks, you got everything, you upgraded Samus to the best suit capable, you get the secret ending, how you remember, like, guys, like, Matt, probably you do remember this, like, the Dark Samus got out of that sample that Samus missed, and,
yeah,
like, then Dark Samus was born. Like, fam, I want to relive that ending again, but on the Switch. I would love to. That was one of the coolest. And I was like, yes, it's confirmed. We have a sequel. And I will admit, it was one of the scariest boss fights for me in all collection of boss fights I have encountered in my years of playing video games. Because fighting Dark Samus for the first time, especially since you're fighting against a clone of yourself, but the only chances were yeah, this Dark Samus has extra abilities that you don't have, so it sucks.
Oh yeah, she's sinister.
Oh yeah, I like playing that game, especially what 12-year-old me during that time. Man, shoot that. Ooh, that brought it was an awesome way to play the Metroid series due to the fact that it was playable. It was playing. You get to see it in a first person perspective, and hey, I can't. I'm crossing my fingers. Come on, Nintendo, just release an HD remake of Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 for the Switch. Make it happen. Just do it. Just do it. I would love to have that. So, there we go. Is there any announcements that for Nintendo Indie World, or I'm guessing that's it?
That's pretty much it right there. But before we go into another major thing, there's one little thing I want to go ahead and bring up. Greg, I should have updated on the doc so you can bring that up.
Sure.
But this one I definitely want to swing over to Erisel and Big John. But yeah, there's been recent talks about the Fairy Tale RPG that's coming out soon.
Oh snap! Oh, Big John, why are you laughing? All right, Big John, what you got?
Talking about this for just randomly bringing a Fairy Tale in conversation for the past 3 days or whatever. So this is just really funny. But I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, they got.
I actually only even found out about it because of Twitter, so it was really funny how that happened because I was in the middle of watching the Indie World kind of play and the trailers and everything like that, and then next thing you know, I'm like, hey, so what if we had a Fairy Tale trailer? And they're just like, ha ha ha, we're working on that right now. You're welcome.
Yeah, they got Gus working on this. The guys who usually do the AFTERLIFE series. So you have some nice, interesting turn-based style battles going on. I'm confused as to whether this game is covering like the original manga series as a whole, or if it's doing its own thing, like telling its own story, or if there's some kind of combination of that going on. But it looks really interesting. You have plenty of side quests on bounty boards like in the original manga and stuff to go on, so that way you always have something to do in the game.
Question. They did say here, because you did mention, you said you hope they're following the manga or the manga series itself. They did say an original story, so can it mean anything? Or because
Well, if it's original story, that means that they're telling something that is exclusive to this to the game.
Okay.
And which is fine and all, because that means that it's uh something that even the older fans that might have already burned through the series can still enjoy something new with the characters.
Okay.
Well, if they introduce a new character altogether too.
Man,
I haven't heard any words about new characters. Just that they've been going big on what characters you can play as, because obviously you have Team Natsu, of course, and they started recently talking about characters from other guilds you should be able to play as, because I'm blanking on his name, but it's the weird guy with the blocky face that calls himself pretty. He's gonna be one of the playable characters.
Ugh,
I know
dude.
I know Kagura and Sharia would be playable. I think there might be a couple others, but I can't remember if they mentioned the trailer or not. They've been slowly giving details about the game in the last few months.
For me, as long as I can play Urza, that'll just make me the happiest person alive.
Oh yeah, you got your Urza right away. But it does look interesting. I think it's my first time seeing Gus work on something that's not AFTERLIFE, so I don't know if they're gonna bring any of those systems into this game, like all the crafting and stuff that they usually do. But good to see them stretching their legs. They've been talking about wanting to do, adapt other major manga into RPGs.
oh,
So, Bleach, hello, come on, please.
Probably not.
See, I'm getting tired of this Bleach disrespect.
Might be a bit of a reach, but hey, we can always hope for the best, right?
Yeah, exactly.
well, March 19th for all you PC players out there, it's gonna hit the Steam gaming platform or streaming service, and we also have it coming on March 20th, 2020 for PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. Okay. Guys, we will be taking a quick break. Thank you all for tuning in. Much love and appreciation towards our Twitch chat who has been following us. Shout out to Remy, Skybird. We also have Juan. We also, and of course, shout out to Proxy for the 300-bit donation.
Woo, thank you.
Thank you. Please be sure to press that follow button. Please be sure to turn on the bell for notifications every time we're live. This is TLBX Podcast, Season 1, Episode 2, our biggest one yet. And we'll be back in probably 12, 13 minutes. Okay with everybody? Cool. Sweet. We'll be back.